How's it going, everyone? Rolling Cajun here, and I just wanted to do a quick runes video. I've had several people ask me what runes I'm doing, and I wanted to explain the runes that I have and why I'm using them, and also maybe give some more advice on what you should be doing with your runes and stuff. So I'm still playing Doom Knight, as you can see here. I don't have my crit high enough to try Soul Knight right now, so I'm gonna just keep sticking with the Doom path. And so let's get started with the runes. So the first two runes that you should be worried about more than any other runes anywhere in the tree is your two dots, which is the very first two here. Your one for plague, and the other for demonic plague, and the one for deadly plague. You need to be leveling these to level 40 as fast as you can. I have both of them to 32 so far. This is where most of your damage comes from, so you want to worry about your dots before anything else. So those two are the first ones you want to be leveling in this path. You can, what I did was I brought both of my dots up to level 20 first before I did any of the other runes, and then I brought my my burial ground, both of my burial ground ones up to level 20. And then I started getting my my dots up to level 30. So bring your dots up to level 20 first, and then come do your burial ground to like level 10 maybe, and then go up to 30 or 25 on your dots, and then come back and do these to level 20. I'm currently leveling the damage up of burial ground. I want to try to get it to at least maybe level 30, but I'm not trying to push it too hard because there's other stuff I'm working on. But that's the burial ground ruins. And then I level these heavy grief ones, even though I don't use them. I want to try to get them to level 20 because you get HP every time you level your runes. So if you can get all your runes to level 20, it'll help you out with extra HP. So that's the only reason I leveled these two. But I'm not trying to push them real hard because I still don't have my dots to level 40, and I really need to get those to level 40 as soon as possible. So I really shouldn't even push them past level 10. 10's pretty easy to get to. So if you can, try to get all your runes to like level 10 at least. I mean all of them, every single one of them, because it'll give you a little bit on an HP boost, and it'll help you out. Ultimately, you want to get them all to level 20, and then I just started leveling the my netherworldly illusion. It's actually not even the name of it. The effect that the skill does is the name of this. You can see that by going to this rune here. The actual name of the skill is supposed to be Shadow Phantom, but they messed the text up. So if you hear me say Shadow Phantom in the video, I'm talking about the horse skill, because that's the actual name of it. Netherworldly Breath is the actual the effect that it does after you summon it, the damage that it does. So these are actually wrong. But I level up these because Shadow Phantom does really good AoE damage, and it also reduces your damage taken by 20%. So when you're mounted up on your horse, you take less damage. So it's good to use your horse a lot when you're doing DPS and stuff. And I'm actually going to do an updated DPS guide. So if you're listening to this video and you want to see what I'm doing on my DPS, there's going to be another video uploaded of DPS here soon too. So I went to level 20 with this one. I'm actually going to try to get it to level 30. Because the duration of it is just as good as doing the CD of it, because it makes it last longer. But this one right here is a CD, and I got it to level 20. I want to get both of these to level 30 at some point, but I won't push them too much more until I get my dots to level 40. I need to worry more about my dots than Netherwind right now, but these are really good runes to upgrade. At least get them to level 10 or 15, because they're going to help your DPS out and use your horse in your DPS rotation. And then the second path here, under Tortured Soul, I'm leveling these slowly. I'm not in a huge rush to level them, but I do have to level them because at some point the end game path is going to be Soul Path. And if I don't upgrade these when I'm ready to switch to Soul Path, when my crit is up, my damage is not going to be as good, because Spiritual Attack is one of the main attacks on Soul Knight. So if you're planning on playing Soul Path, which you are going to at some point, because it's going to be better DPS. And you want to be leveling these a little bit at a time. Don't put a bunch of runes in them because they're not that important right now. But at least put a little bit into them and try to get them up as you're doing your other runes too. And then these are for burial ground. These are really not needed, but I love the PvP. So I level this one because it does when the enemy is inside the burial ground, it slows their speed down. So it makes them run slower so they can't get out of it. And then the burial ground cooldown, you can level this one as much as you want, because being able to put your burial down as often as possible will be good. It gives you your buffs, and it also does a heal, and it does damage too. So I really need to try to push this one to level 30 or 40, but I'm not in a huge rush for that right now because there's a bunch of these runes I'm working on. And then here on the Dark Gaze, there's another heavy grief. I just leveling it for the HP, nothing more than that. And then Shadow Grip, I want my cooldown to be actually a lot higher, a lot lower than what it is, because once again I love the PvP. So I'm gonna level this one some more. I'm just not trying to focus it right now, but I did bring it up to level 20, which brought the cooldown to 0.5, and I wanted to get it to 1, so I'll have to get it to level 40 for it to be really awesome in PvP, where you can kind of spam it. So if you like the PvP and you don't do a lot of PvE, this is going to be one of your main skills you want to level up, because your grip is going to be able to pull people to you. So no kiting. And then for Blood Debt, I showed you this run a minute ago when I was explaining. This is a pretty cool one. It does AoE damage to enemies whenever you put your horse on. So if you level this up, the higher level you go, the more AoE damage it does to targets. So it's really nice for AoE damage. And then this is your increased normal attack damage, since you'll be alternating between scythe and auto attack a lot. You're going to be using your auto attack really often, so you need to get it at least level 30 or 40 as soon as possible. So to be honest, if you wanted to skip out on all these other ruins, the first one you should try to get to 20 and 30 is your normal attacks, because it's going to be the most important one in this tree. Burial ground cooldown, and then the normal attack. The normal attack here is the two that you want to focus on the most in this tree, and then you can level the others up as you go. But this one's really good AoE also, so I would say the normal attack, the AoE from your horse, and then up here on your burial ground cooldown. Work on those three first, and then you can kind of come to the others if you want. Unless you're PvPing a lot, then you can worry about the others. And then I'll show these three down here at the bottom in a little bit, but I'm gonna finish these other four first. So I just started messing around with Bloodsucker. It's actually a very, very excellent skill for heal. Even on DPS pass, it does a really good heal. Although I may not level, I may only push the damage up to 15 and leave it alone, because the only time I use it is when I need a heal. But I'm gonna push the heal up to level 30 as soon as I can. I was actually tanking a Sardar boss the other day on my Doom Night, because we didn't have a tank, and me and the ranger kept pulling the aggro, so I was tanking, and I actually used Bloodsucker quite often, and it was giving me some pretty good heals, and I was able to tank the boss and only died one time because of this this skill. So this skill is extremely good to use. So upgrade your Bloodsucker's HP recovery, because you want to use it. It'll save you. And then if you want to upgrade the damage some, that's okay too, but I wouldn't focus too much on the damage. And maybe bring it up to 10 or 15, and then focus more on getting the HP recovery, because you're going to be using it as a saver for if you're about to die or something. You can pop it if you have the energy for it. You don't want to use it too often, because it uses quite a bit of energy. And then under brand here, once again, I'm upgrading these because at some point I'm going to go Soul Knight. So if I don't have these upgraded, then I'm going to be lacking DPS, so I have to upgrade them as a little bit here and there. and I've got these to level 20, but these are only for Soul Path. If you're just starting out on Doom, then don't mess with these for right now. Focus on your DPS runes. And once again, here we are on this the grip. This one is only for PvP. It reduces the speed of someone that you pull in by for 1 second after the grip leaves. So it's nice for PvP. And then this one right here, I believe, gives like a little small heal or something whenever you use your grip. So those are nice for PvP if you want to. If you're doing some PvP and you want to level those up, those are good. And then this last one, these are the most important ones in this whole path here, or this whole tree. Is going to be your shield. I got these both to level 30. It gives you, when your HP drops below 20%, it gives you a really nice shield. And the higher this is, the stronger the shield is. So this is going to be your saver to keep you from dying. So you want to level this as soon as possible. It's going to really help you out in the bigger raids when a boss does a big AoE and stuff like that. And then I'm leveling this one because this is actually a pretty decent heal. Whenever you're using your Deadly Plague, 7.5% of the damage that it does is returned to me as a heal. So I'm constantly getting heals from my dot also. So these two right here are really good survivability runes. You want to definitely get these. Whether or not you want to max your the dot heal is up to you. But the shield is really useful. So you would definitely want the shield. And it's up to you whether or not you want the heal from coming from this. I think that any heal is better than no heal. So even if it's not a lot, it's still worth it to me because I want to survive. And that's pretty much it on those runes. If you don't want to see these last 3 runes, you can go ahead and end the video now. But I'm going to show them anyways. And just in case you do. The first one I have here is a Soul Crack damage. Soul Crack does a ton of damage. And it also is an energy regen. So once you complete all your quests in Sardar and all your main and side quests, you'll unlock this book to where you can get this skill. And Soul Crack is really useful for all 3 paths. You want to get it as soon as possible. And getting the damage up is really nice because it already does a ton of damage. And then this one right here gives you a heal every time you lose Soul Crack. So that's a 3rd heal that you can get as a DPS even. So I'm leveling that one up. I want to actually get it to level 20. So I'm going to put that into it right now. 4% of the damage that I do comes back as a heal. So it's still some healing coming in. And then and this gives an HP boost whenever you use Soul Crack. You get 2.5 more HP for a short period of time, which is really nice. I just got it to level 10 for right now. And this one's actually the text is wrong. It doesn't enhance Evil Presence. As you can see, it enhances Soul Crack. And I got it to level 20 because it gives a chance that whenever you use Soul Crack, it can reset Burial Ground. I don't see this happen very often, but every once in a while it will actually reset my Burial Ground where I can put my Burial Ground down again. So this is really nice. This is probably the most important skill out of all the ones in the purple rune path. So if you wanted to, pumping this one up to 30 or 40 more than all the others would be actually the most important or the most useful skill out of all of these. And then these two right here are for Evil Presence. I don't have either one of them unlocked yet, but I still put a little bit into them. Once again, because of the HP that you get for leveling up your runes. But that's pretty much it. I hope this helps you out. Just make sure that you get your dots up as fast as possible in your normal attack. You want to get your normal attack up as soon as you can because it gives you a lot of extra DPS because you're alternating between your scythe and your auto attack. So you're using auto attack a lot on Doom Path. Now you may not be using auto attack that much on Soul, but since you're going to be starting out in Doom Path, you want to be leveling it up as soon as possible. Well, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you found this useful. If you did, then subscribe, like, comment, share the video if you think that it'll help someone else. And until next time, thank you guys for watching.